Now you're ready to start making the top of your cupcake. Grab a small amount of clay and go ahead and use your fingers to turn it into a long hot dog. Gently press using your fingers to roll your coil. When you're rolling, sometimes it might thunk, and you can see me gently pressing down the coil to try to round it again. If you notice that thunking, it's probably because you're pushing too hard. Use a lighter pressure. Try barely pushing at all as you roll up and down. If you're using two hands, make sure you are not pushing too hard in the middle and you're rolling at the same time. If you notice a thin spot, break it, overlap it, and then go back to rolling in that area. Once you have that coil reconnected, you can go ahead and continue to roll, roll, roll. Make sure it's about the thickness of your thumb. If it's about the thickness of your pinky, your coil's not going to be strong enough, and you should try another coil. I'm trying to get a coil that will wrap around the base of my cupcake. Once it's the right length, I might need to check to see if there are any cracks. When you bend a coil, it tends to get a little bit cracked. Take a little slip on your finger and go ahead and smooth that little bit of slip onto that bent area so that way you don't have to worry about your coil ripping in half. Once you've got that area all smoothed out, you're ready to go ahead and turn your coil into a donut. Pick up your toothbrush, drop it in that slip, and you're going to score the clay and create some texture by scrubbing with that toothbrush. It's also going to leave some slip-ons so you can join together. Press with both fingers to push those two ends together. Make sure you push nice and hard, and then drag your thumb across to erase away any evidence that you join those two lines. Really smooth it out. That helps make it nice and strong. When I'm done smoothing that out, I've got my base for the top. It's this nice big donut. I'm looking for any other areas that I might need to take some slip to, but otherwise I'm ready to make my next donut shape. I am not going to slip and score this onto my topper. I am going to double check that it's about the right size, but remember, we have a top and a bottom. They are not going to be combined together. Grab some more clay and go again once more and create your hot dog shape. Use your fingers to lightly roll up and down to roll a coil. This coil needs to be shorter so you don't have to roll it as long, and every once in a while it would be a good idea to stop and see if it's the right size. Gently press the coil around, and you want this to be a little bit smaller. If you have extra, you can just pinch and rip off your extra. So you can see I am overlapping and I can see my new donut through, but it's not super small where it's going to fall through the middle of my big donut. I'm going to go ahead and score my ends just like before. And I'm pushing that slippy end together and using my thumb or my finger to erase away the joint. You want to make sure you have two donuts that are ready to get joined together. Once they're ready to get joined together, you need to use your scoring and slipping tool, Mr. Toothbrush, to gently rub the donut on the top. That's going to be your base. And then the other piece that you're going to join to the donut, you need to rub that with some slip and score that too. Now you want this wet side to go onto the other wet side. And I'm going to gently press. You don't want to flatten anything. You can also see I'm kind of pushing with my whole hand and lightly with my thumbs. And I'm using my fingers to twist. It's not going anywhere, so I'm good. If you twist and it moves, you need to press on a little bit more. If you look, you can see my cupcake's well on its way. Keep on creating donuts and slipping and scoring them together to create your topper. Once you have run out of space for more donuts, you are ready to put on whatever topping you'd like. Don't forget to slip and score.